Vinit Bolinjkar joins us now. Let's connect with him. Vinit, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Break for our viewers that Adani Group is looking at raising 21,000 crore plus via equity issuances. What do you think it means for minority shareholders?
So I think that, I have always been harping on the fact that Adani is a organization which is hungry for growth capital. And once the 20,000 crores, if they're able to raise, it will obviously mean that the growth trajectory is back. So we once the money is raised or, once the plans are in motion, it would de-risk significantly for most of the companies except for Adani Green, because one of the news items did not have Adani Green in the fundraising plans as yet. So I believe that stocks like Adani Transmission, Adani Enterprises will do really, really well given the fundraise. Along with these, Adani Ports and Adani Gas continue to be our risk-free buy. So if this 20,000 crores comes in, the risk of stalling of projects completely takes off, and then these stocks can start moving up quite well. Of course, there is always that the sword hanging over, given the fact that the SIT has been postponed till August by the Supreme Court.
But Vinit, 20,000 crore at a group level is no mean feat. And it's not that the market conditions are great where 21,000 crore for Adani Group, given that in the past also there have been issues which have been raised, they will get in a jiffy. Do you think this is just an enabling resolution which would be where capital raise could be done in a very methodical manner?
So I believe that getting the enabling resolution will help raise funds for the group. We have seen the Jikiju come in when people least expected. So I'm very sure that they would have scout the market for interest, and once on gaining the interest, only they would have gone ahead with this enabling resolution.
Okay, so if I have to really break the news for our viewers, do you think this is a clear indication and endorsement that Adani Group does not want to raise more debt? They want to raise growth capital via equity issuance, and this in a sense will ensure that whatever business slowdown, let's say the green hydrogen business, the airport business, other asset heavy businesses which had to encounter, those businesses will be back on track?
Yeah, so definitely. See, Adani Group is going to require debt, where, sooner or later. The reason being that, if you take Adani Hydrogen, the green energy project itself, it would need about $70 billion. That is their capex plans, right? All that is not going to come by equity infusion. It is obviously going to be a 1:3 kind of gearing that would there. If you take the case of Adani Green, they would also need similar kind of funding. So while majority of the businesses, if you take into consideration, like Adani Ports are pretty stable, and the company earns about $7 to $8 billion of internal revenue generation is there, for the entire group. So I think there would be a tweaking of the plan so that the money is put into the most viable alternatives, and where they can fast track the growth. So given that, I believe that initially money will come in the form of equities, and let us not forget that we are going to see interest rates climb off from their highs in global markets. If the recessionary trends continue, and that would be sucker for the Adani Group to raise more debt going forward.
Sure, point taken, Vinit. Thanks as always for taking our time and analyzing the news piece for us.